How's it going? Dave here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can use augmented chords in your chord progressions. So to start off with, an augmented chord is kind of just like a major chord, but the fifth is raised. So we've got a root, a major third, and a sharp fifth, or an augmented fifth. That's where we get the name augmented from. So how can we use it in our chord progressions? So there's a couple of different ways we can use it. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a major chord, and we're going to be playing in the key of D major. Okay, so we're going to play a D major chord. I'm using the C shape here. If you know your caged shapes, this is going to be really useful. So what we can do is, after a major chord, we can play an augmented chord with the same root. So if we play D major, then we can play D augmented straight after. Okay? Now we can do that, and then we can keep rotating back and forth between D major and D augmented, and we can also move to chords 4 and 6 in our key. So after we've played our augmented chord, we can move to either chord 1 again, chord 4, or chord 6. So in the key of D major, that would be D, or B minor, or G major. So let's try all of these out. So we're going to play D, then D augmented, back to D again. Sounds cool. Now we're going to play to our 6th chord. So we're going to play D, D augmented, B minor. That sounds really cool as well. Then we're going to play to our 4th chord now. So we're going to play D, D augmented, and then G. And we can also do this on our 5th chord in our key as well. So we could play the 5th chord. So in this case, in the key of D, it would be A. And play an augmented chord after that with the same root. So A augmented. And then from there, we can move to chords 1, 4, and 6. So let's try this out. I'm going to play the D chord first, then play the A, and then the A augmented, just so you can hear it in context, because if I just start playing with the A chord, it might sound like we're playing in the key of A. So D, A augmented, then we'll move back to D, our 1 chord. Now we can try our A augmented going into our 4 chord, which would be G. So we're going to play D, A augmented, G. And we'll try it to our 6th chord as well. So we're going to play D, A augmented, B minor. So that's one of the ways you can use augmented chords. To recap, you can play your 1 chord or your 5 chord as a major chord, then use the same root, but play an augmented chord. And then from there, you can move to chords 1, 4, and 6. Now there's one more way of using an augmented chord, and you can use that as the 5 chord in your key. So this basically replaces a dominant chord, and if we turn our augmented chord into an augmented 7th chord, we've got an altered dominant chord. And I've done a video all on altered dominant chords, which you can check out in that corner over there. But basically, anytime you would play a dominant chord, you can replace it with an augmented chord, and you still get a cool dominant kind of effect. Now let's change our A to an augmented chord. So there you have it, augmented chords. 2 different ways you can use them in your chord progressions. If you enjoyed the video, let me know what you thought in the comments. Also, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. I've got a Patreon page in the description, which you can check out if you feel like supporting me any further. But until the next video, I'll see you later.